I met a woman by the name of AyeQ Janelle Taylor, now Morales. Okay? And I'm asking her to come up here real quick because I got a question to ask her.
Go see your man.
It's been just a little over a year, and we've been through so much. It's, a lot of personal stuff that we went through that anybody in their right mind would have left a long time ago. And there was no reason for either one of us to really take each other serious at the times that we met each other.
Video now.
Right now, I want to do what's right with it. I feel is right. And I want to ask you in front of your father and in front of your mother.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, no, no.
As a man, your main objective is to self-improve every day and stay strong spiritually, mentally, and physically. Because when a man is at a low point, he becomes a victim to society. Moreover, he becomes a victim to a bird. A bird will always take advantage of a man when he's vulnerable.
Don't play.
Yo,
Envy on the phone.
yo, Envy.
Play what up, bro?
What's up, man?
How's everything with you?
I'm blessed beyond belief, man. Everything is good, man. Why you talking crazy, man?
Talk crazy about who?
About me, my brother. What I had to do with anything, man? And my wife posting a GoFundMe, man. What that? My baby was sick, man. She had a heart defect, my brother. Why has nothing to do with cars? I'll slap the shit out you, boy.
I wasn't talking about your baby.
Nah, you was. Envy, I'll slap the Envy, for real. Envy, for real. I'll slap the shit out of you, right? For that. You know that, right?
We ain't doing all that.
No. I want to be clear. I want to be clear here. I would slap the shit out of you about that, right?
And then we could fight, but that's not the reason I'm saying that. See,
Nah, it ain't gonna be a fight. It ain't gonna be a fight.
Let me finish.
Nah, it ain't gonna be a fight. Envy, it ain't gonna be a fight, dog.
If I wanted to disrespect, I wasn't trying
But
to
you
disrespect.
did. Why'd you bring me into that?
I wasn't talking about
Why
your
did you
daughter,
bring me
nor
into
did I
that,
say anything
Envy?
about your daughter. Not
And
that
so
I said-
I'll be wrong. So I'll be wrong if I'll be wrong to handle my business then, right?
But what's your business? I'm having a conversation with you. If you feel like I disrespected you, I'm talking to you like a man. I'm like, nah, I would never. And if you feel I did, I apologize. That wasn't my intention.
Well, I need a public apology because that my wife, man, my wife is affected by that, my brother. We sat in that hospital for 28 days, homie.
Fellas, this is how a man acts when he's controlled by a bird. Obviously, she told him to do that. She was the one behind the scenes telling Gunplay to crash out, bro.
Every single one of you puss ass hoes and fuck niggas
Richard.
that went to GoFundMe and donated and went and get a motherfucking refund, you never gave it with your heart. You a piece of shit.
Oh God.
You'll die that way.
Richard.
For real.
You know what's so dangerous about women like this is their ability to lie, to pretend, to manipulate. If a man is not in his right mind,
I battled cocaine addiction for a long time, and I made a lot of messed up decisions.
a bird like this will always take advantage of him. Fellas, the signs are always there, bro. If a woman got fake hair, big ass eyelashes like this, a face filled with makeup, she's who she is. You don't even know who she is. She's walking around with a mask on. Only women who are living a lie do that. And Gunplay was just trying to defend his family, being a protector that he is. He felt like that's the duty of a man. But whole time he was trying to protect a bird. He was trying to protect chaos. But a bird, of course, she thrives in chaos. So she wanted this because, by the way, nobody knew who this chick was. He met her in a club. She was a bottle girl. And he was at a low point. So he wifed her up. Sad.
Like, I ain't got no problems with him. I just, you know, he took a jab at my daughter's situation, and it was the butt of a joke on a big platform, and it had my wife, you know, pretty hurt about it, and you know, thinking about it, it's like, well, you know, this is my platform, this is my thing. She doesn't do the social media, she doesn't do the media thing and all of that, and you know, I had to drag her on the show. You know what I'm saying? On, you know, to do you know, the Love and Hip Hop and everything, and even the Miami. This is her first real. You know what I mean? So
First podcast?
Yeah.
Hey, round of applause for her very first podcast.
Come on, bro. The signs are always there. A woman doesn't do things she don't want to do. This chick was chasing clout, bro. She was the one who caused Gunplay to beef with Envy off of clout.
Yes, round of applause. Now I want to ask you, Bunche, how did DJ Envy's comments impact your family?
It was horrible. Like, hello. Okay.
It's crazy.
It was horrible. Like, honestly, like he said, I'm on the media, so I got the phone call from my father. My father listens to the Breakfast Morning Club show, and he was like, "Is there a problem? Like, do I need to go up there about my granddaughter?" I'm like, "What's going on?" So then I get on my daughter's Instagram page, and obviously, you know how trolls are, and they're coming crazy about, "Oh, you guys had this big baby shower, and your daughter can't do this, and you need to sign away your parental rights to Envy, and your daughter, like, she only had this problem because her father was on coke." Like, it was crazy. So I told him, like, call him up and tell him to take that shit down and to apologize.
Did you like cry when you saw it?
I was.
Y'all heard her? I told him to call him up, take that shit down, and apologize. She was using this man as a pawn, but this is what happens when a man is oblivious to a bird intentions. And this is why I be trying to urge you dudes to pay attention to the signs. When a woman looks like a bird, when she acts delusional, when she loves drama, it's the same situation every time. She's just there to destroy that man. A bird will always lead you astray, bro. A bird will always cause you to self-destruct. Once a man is controlled by a bird, he is going to self-destruct, bro.
Okay, so this video is circulating around social media. Gunplay is at Rick Ross's residence, and he's gifting him with a Cuban link and some other pendants. I guess as a way of saying thank you for donating to Gunplay's GoFundMe for his daughter. As you know, his daughter had a birth defect from the time that she was born, and she needed an operation. Now, as you know, last week on the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy made some comments. He didn't talk directly about Gunplay, but he said Gunplay was going through a situation where he set up a GoFundMe, right? And Gunplay called Envy on the phone and tried to expose him, tried to make him look soft and all these different things. But that was last week, and this is now.
A few months back, you and Gunplay were here. Everything was so
threesomes
good.
and
Yeah, like, what happened?
It was honestly going good.
Right.
It's when the whole chain situation came out.
Gunplay bought Rick Ross a chain.
Without my approval. I just felt like Why are we gifting somebody who's a multimillionaire a big ass chain? So that's where our beef kind of started. It's just like priorities.
Think about this, man. Rick Ross is the person who put on Gunplay, who supported Gunplay, who made him Gunplay. Because without Rick Ross, we might not have known who Gunplay was. But this bird just entered into his life. And she got a problem with him buying a chain for the man that put him on. She got a problem with Gunplay buying a chain for the man that supported their GoFundMe. That's the thing about a bird, fellas. A bird only care about crumbs. She's getting mad at him buying Rick Ross that chain because she's looking at the situation like, what about me? What about my chain? And that's why I tell you all dudes, bro, don't feed the birds. She already forgot that she was just a nobody last week. But this is what happens when you let a bird get comfortable.
Like, I felt like my priorities was my daughter, her health, and our finances. His priorities were, I want this certain look. And he was just like, oh, no, I got to thank my brother. Send his a thank you card.
So, like, does Rick Ross be looking out for him? Like,
I question it all the time. I'm like, hey, he's like, oh, no, I don't want to bother that man. Like, you know, I don't want another man paying for my shit, but you letting my daddy pay for your shit. When I came into the picture, they weren't even on speaking terms. I don't blame him from distancing himself from Richard and us. Like, this is a lot of going on. You don't want that on your brand. I wouldn't. So we see, like, little baby them giving they $200,000 for their birthday. Like, you know, shit like that all the time.
right,
So it was
yeah.
like,
So he didn't take care of you, like pay the bills?
when I met him, I had my own place. You know, we hanging out. He comes spend the night because he was drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a few days turned into a few weeks. And I'm like, okay, we gonna go home. He goes, we might as well just live together. Like, I've been here. I'm like, you know what? F it. You've been here. It's been like a month and a half now. So I'm like, you know what? F it. Let's move in together.
Right.
We moved in together. We was having fun off of my dad's expense. I found out I was pregnant.
Look, a bird will always support a man who is displaying toxic energy. Like, if it's wild and crazy and chaotic, a bird want that. She want that energy because I keep telling y'all, birds thrive in chaos. This is a demonic bird. They love turmoil. They love drama. They think that is exciting to them. They thrive in the darkness. So when you at your low point, buddy, when you in a very dark state of mind and you going through it mentally, a bird, if a bird is by your side, man, she's just gonna make things worse. Trust.
So according to XXL, the Miami rapper was arrested on Saturday night, August 19th, on charges of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, domestic violence, false imprisonment, and child abuse. Fox Sports journalist Andy Slater reported that Gunplay pointed a gun at his wife while she was holding their daughter after she told him to quiet down while playing Xbox. Gunplay has reportedly denied all allegations and is currently in jail with a bail set at $20,000. Gunplay's wife took to Instagram on Sunday, August 20th to detail the traumatizing incident, claiming he was scaring their baby while playing Call of Duty. She also claimed he has an alcohol problem and said she plans to file for divorce to protect her and her daughter. I just want everyone to know my daughter and I are safe. Unfortunately, Richard is back using and developed a very bad drinking problem. I've tried everything in my power to help him and love him. To summarize last night's event, I asked Richard to quiet down as he scared the baby sleeping by yelling playing Call of Duty. He started going off on me for asking him to be quiet. I tried to collect a bag so my daughter and I can go to a room while he sobers up. He didn't want us to leave and things went left fast. He was arrested last night. The weapon is in police custody. I have a restraining order. My daughter is in my custody and I am filing for divorce. He will never get the chance to disrespect us again. Thank you for all the well wishes and prayers. This is a very traumatizing experience. Please keep me in your prayers.
You've been on house arrest 21 months. You out. You was on Love and Hip Hop, thriving, and then boom. The unimaginable, the unthinkable happens. This was from the Miami Herald headline. Miami rapper Gunplay accused of pointing an AK-47 at his wife while she held their baby.
Who does that, bro?
But did you ever think that this is your reality right now?
Yeah. Like, I was just at Fleming's Steakhouse the night of, and like a couple hours later, I woke up and I was like in a cell with 2 bologna sandwiches in a jumper. I couldn't understand what just happened. You know what I'm saying? She like just flipped the switch like out of nowhere. And you know, hindsight is 20/20. When I just look at overall, I did my research, okay? And the things that she fell under were NPD,
That's narcissistic personality disorder.
Okay.
And it's a real disorder that people don't go get diagnosed for because they don't feel that nothing's wrong. They live in their own bubble, their own reality. They have their own delusions, and that's a protective shell around them. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever happened when they was younger, they put a protective shell around them, and so they can't feel that pain no more of whatever abuse happened or
like a trauma
response type stuff. So they live in a delusion. I always knew I was going to be vindicated because I didn't do anything, but I just knew that this was going to be a process I was going to have to go through by myself. This was going to be a spiritual journey that I was going to have to go through by myself. It wasn't going to be no money or nothing that was really going to get me through this. This was a spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that once the judge I see that she was 100% blatantly biased. And then that's when I said, yeah, this is way bigger than me. This is bigger than the program. So I just sat back and I gave it to a higher court. You know what I'm saying? And I just sat back and ate my popcorn and watched the good and evil battle it out in room 6-3 in Delancey's courtroom. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it was, my mother was there on every hearing with a Bible, and we was just prayed up. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much lies, I'm talking about, she even said, when I told her, I said, listen, God is watching you. God is going to handle you. You're lying. God is watching you. You lying. She said she filed a motion, witness intimidation, because the God that I was talking about, she said, was Trap God Lito, because she says I call him God, and that's my hitman. And if you look on his Instagram, his name is Trap God. In the middle, it says God. Yes. Yeah. So she says, yeah, he calls him God, and that's his hitman.
Fellas, it's real out here, bro. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Y'all heard the man. He said his money couldn't save him. And that's why I be trying to tell y'all, man, your money can't save y'all from a bird. A bird attacks a man's spirit. She's trying to break you. She's trying to destroy you in order to power up. When a man is done with a bird and he got his mind right and he overcome that situation, he's going to see things clear. Like how Gunplay is sounding now. He's sounding woke. His eyes are open. He's seeing things for what they are. Good versus evil. Spiritual warfare. It's real. This is what happens when y'all play with these birds. And I keep telling y'all, when a woman got on a bunch of makeup, fake hair, eyelashes, she's living a lie. When a woman is delusional, she's getting her energy, her power from darkness. That's why women like that are very demonic. They will look at you dead in your face and lie to you. Their whole life is based on a lie. Everything they do is based on a lie. Don't let your thirst cause you to allow a bird to destroy you, man. Because a lot of men don't make it back. Because a lot of men are not fortunate to be able to tell the story. They are probably 6 feet under, or they are probably behind bars dealing with a bird. And a bird is always going to attack you when you are at a low point. When you're doing bad in life, you're struggling, things is not going right. And all of a sudden, here comes this bird, and what she got to offer, the box. And because you're so thirsty, you're going to dive in the box and enjoy it and think this is going to relieve your stress. But it's only going to make things worse. Fellas, be wise out here and don't feed the birds. Stay strong, self-improve every day, and focus on yourself. It's real out here, fellas.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.